Dear library friends, I would like to ask you to stop using the R word in your library promotions. I'm going to explain what I'm talking about in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Hi, everyone. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com. On that website, there's a tab that's called the Library Marketing Show, and you can head there if you have a question that you'd like answered in a future episode, or if you want to nominate a library doing great work in marketing for Kudos. It could be you. Nominate yourself. I think you deserve kudos. That's all at the tab, the Library Marketing Show. Also, if you haven't yet already, subscribe to my YouTube channel or click follow on LinkedIn if you're watching me there. That way you'll never miss an episode. And let me know what you think of this episode down in the comments. Let's talk about the R word. What is it? Resource. I see a lot of libraries using the word resource in their promotions. Download this resource. We have a new resource that XYZ. The word resource is not a word that people use in conversation. And I challenge you actually to create text, social media posts, emails that are completely devoid of the word resource. So how do you replace the word resource in your marketing, and why is it important? Let's start with the why this is important. We want to make sure that our marketing is welcoming and inclusive to everyone. And that includes using words that people use in their everyday conversation. So outside of your library building, when is the last time you heard someone use the word resource in a conversation? I'm going to bet it was never. Maybe when you were in college, depends on how old you are, but people don't use that word in conversation. They use other words. And in fact, what we should be doing with our library marketing promotions is to focus on the problem that resource is solving. That will lead you to be able to write promotions in a way that's much more conversational. So what do I mean by that? A lot of libraries this fall are promoting their homework resources. It would be better if you instead of saying homework resources, you said help for homework. This provides help for homework. This gives you help for homework. That is much more conversational. Do you see what a tiny little tweak that is? It's just more welcoming. I have one more example. I'm going to put a link to this in the show description on YouTube or the comments on LinkedIn. This comes from a newer friend of mine. Her name is Jessica Daly, and she's a professor and an online educator. And recently, she works for a university or college. Recently, her library got a new Libby audiobook collection. And she talked about this on LinkedIn, where she was trying to promote it. And what she ended up focusing on was the fact that audiobooks were great for the commute for her students. And so she has a new tagline for her promotions around Libby Audiobooks: enjoy your drive. That, in 3 words, tells you what kind of problem those Libby audiobooks solve for that particular audience. It makes their commute more enjoyable. Instead of saying audiobook resource, you can say enjoy your drive. It's much more welcoming and inclusive, and I'm here to tell you it will make your library marketing more effective. So no more using the word resource. We're done with it. Okay, what do you think? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? I welcome your comments and opinions down in the comments section of this video. All right, it's time to give away our kudos. And kudos today goes to the Ascension Parish Library, which won a National Marketing Award for their summer reading kickoff video. I'm going to put a link to this story from The Advocate down in the show description if you're watching on YouTube, or the comments if you're watching on LinkedIn. But the bottom line is Ascension Parish Library created a video that they released on all of their social media platforms as a way to get people excited about their summer reading. And this was in 2022, so the award was awarded this summer for last summer. And data from the library showed an increase in the number of people who attended events during the summer, and participation was up as well. Video is a great way to promote your library. Congratulations, Ascension Parish Library, for winning that award. All right, that's it for this episode of the Library Marketing Show, but there's lots more tips for your library promotions on my channel. If you're interested in learning more, click on this next video and I'll see you there.